Hey everyone, it's MisterStubstep, and today we have one of my favorite videos to film, and that is a package opening video. We have so many packages here, and we even have a couple packs that I'll probably open up after I open up all of these, and then we'll get right into some organization and talking points. So let's get it started. So I think we'll knock out all the envelopes first, and like always, if I paid more than $1 or if it's worth more than $1, I'll put some information down below. If not, that's why you won't see any information on that card. All right, we have actually my favorite way to package these up. We have a team bag with a top loader and the cards inside the top loader. And this top loader has no tape on it, so I can reuse that for my sales. And it looks like we have a singular Obsidian Flames card in Electros. I guess I did not have this one. I think hopefully in this opening, I will complete Obsidian Flames, like the master set or the set of it. So I'm excited to hopefully complete that. All right, next envelope. All right, next up, one of the card guards. This always gets me excited. Oh, we got some of that black and white action. Let's go. So we have a reverse hollow Snivy, black and white base set. Very beat up, even got some pen marks. But and got that good old K or R on the back. But you know what? It'll look just fine in my master set. And we have the Pig Knight. And we did just have that black and white set release. So that's actually kind of exciting. And this one's actually in pretty good condition. Definitely scratched up hollow, but in decent condition. All right, next envelope. What do you know? We have a card saver with, it looks to be another Obsidian Flames card and a singular one. I know towards the end, it's really hard to find the same seller to have a bunch of the last remaining cards that you're needing, but reverse hollow Belly Bolt will go right into the collection, and it looks like it's another electric from Obsidian Flames. Next envelope. This one looks a little bit more exciting. I guess we'll start out with this Iron Jugulus. Wow. I guess we have some Paradox Rift in here, and that's a pretty cool illustration rare. I love how Iron Jugulus is like barely in the card. There we go, but kind of futuristic looking. I actually really like it. Really cool, and we'll do a separate pile for that. And then we have another Obsidian Flames card, an illustration rare in Pidgey. This trio of artworks all the way evolving to Pidgey all kind of had the same art style, so that was kind of cool. I like when they were able to have some continuity between the cards and their evolutions, or the Pokemon and their evolutions. Next envelope, would you look at that? We have top loader with a little bit of tape and one card, and it's a Belly Bolt illustration rare. Dang, so we got all the Belly Bolt action. Really cool. Looks like there's a little dent right there, which is a little sad, but you know what? It'll do just fine in the binder. And we have yet another envelope. Let's see what we have here. It looks like we have the reverse hollow Cleffa, which Cleffa is still be using in some decks to help out with that grasping draw. Not a bad attack. Free retreater. Not a lot of hit points, but you know what? It can get you started if you don't have a good opening hand, so it can be helpful. Another envelope. Looks like we have some continued black and white action here. Ooh, I wonder if I'm getting close on black and white. Probably not, but it's good to be hopeful. And it looks like I'll be able to reuse this top loader too, which is exciting. But now I'm wondering if a bunch of the black and white cards went up in price because of the new black and white set that came out. But I don't know if anyone's actually collecting black and white base set right now. Maybe the, what do you call it? The Zekrom and Reshiram, but I don't know about the other cards. We have a Throw reverse hollow, and that is a reverse hollow rare with Circle Throw and Storm Throw, which I believe are actually attacks of Throw, which is kind of cool. Always nice. And we have the Reshiram, speaking of Reshiram. Very nice reverse hollow. And honestly, in decent condition, and this is from 2011, so 14 years ago. Dang, the focusing is not focusing. And another envelope. Got a reusable top loader and a beautiful Arven from Obsidian Flames. Arven, very, very useful trainer card in the TCG. I don't want to say every single deck plays it, but majority of decks play it. It is just so useful for consistency, and it can help you get out of a lot of spots if you're dead drawing. Another envelope, but this one teal. So this one, I don't know if you'll remember, but I had a friend and his wife visit, I guess, a couple months ago now, or a few months ago now, and I gave her my Unknown A because she was admiring it. So I need to get a replacement for my Neo Discovery set. So here is that replacement. So very nice. Hopefully that's the right Unknown. I believe it is. We're getting down to it. We have a package from Japan. Let's open this one up. Let's see what's inside. The packaging is always on point, so I'm excited. They're very creative with their cardboard, including the cards themselves. right, so obviously it's a Japanese card, and it looks fairly clean. It's been so long ago since I've ordered this card, so I actually have no idea what it is. Moment of truth. Oh. Oh, man. It is, so this is the Silver Tempest artwork. I can't remember the name of the set in Japanese. Of course, I'll flash it down below. But this was another Corellia card that I think came out like in some type of deck or special starter thing or something like that. So technically, this is a required card in my Corellia Master set. So it finally came in. So that's awesome. I didn't know if this card had already come in through the mail yet, and clearly it didn't because it's right there. And we do have a bubble mailer. All right, let's see what's inside. Looks like we have cardboard on cardboard on cardboard. Oh, looks like they chose to put, oh, okay, we got some nice illustration rares in here. I wonder if it's just these two, so I just spoiled them. Yep, it looks like it is, but I can reuse that top loader. We have beautiful Caterpie from 151. Oh my gosh, is this the best Caterpie card ever? Who knows? Maybe the Legendary Collection one is a close competition, but that is a beautiful 151 card. And we do have some Paldea Evolved in Meowscarada EX, that's special illustration rare, Bouquet Magic. Haven't really seen a deck use this as of late, but really nice artwork. I always pick the grass starters. So, and I think that's the only Paldea Evolved card that I got in this order. But we do have one, what looks to be a bubble mailer inside of a box, which is a little extra if you ask me. Oh my gosh. And that's like a long bubble mailer. Okay, let's see if I can slide this out. Oh, so I think I might have ordered this one from China. And so they actually threw in a pack as well. So I guess we'll be adding to our opening, which is kind of cool. But so I am a Corellia Master Set collector, and I only plan to collect all the unique artworks in English and Japanese. But I saw this online, and it is actually the Scarlet and Violet base set artwork, but it is a Master Ball reverse holo of Corellia. And you know what? I think that one's worthy of adding to the collection. So this is from the Chinese, I think it's CSV, so I'm assuming maybe that's Chinese, and obviously these characters are Chinese and not Japanese. So yeah, really nice card, normal back, so not the Japanese one. And yeah, we actually got 2 Corellia cards to add to the master set, which is pretty nice. So now we can get right into this opening. So these are 2 packs that I got while I was in Italy. So I got one Italian, looks to be Journey Together pack, and then one Japanese Journey Together pack. And then I guess there's this Chinese one that I'm going to open too, which is actually, I really like the artwork on this. I think it's Chinese 151. I kind of feel bad opening it. We'll start out with the Italian, and then we'll do it like that. All right, so we'll start out with this Italian pack. Let's see what we get. I believe that is Italian. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Journey Together IT, assuming that means Italian. So don't imagine there's gonna be any pack trick, but this is really cool. For Logum, nice. We got Cloth, got Luidapoli. A Florigato translates well. Got Rockruff, and we have a Regirock, and then the Energia Base. I don't know how to pronounce that in Italian, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just learned some greetings when I was over there, but that's cool. A nice Italian pack down. We have Chinese 151 as my guess. We'll see. Sometimes it's fun to kind of open up these miscellaneous packs. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of cards in here though. Is it just 2 cards? We have Geodude and Ivysaur. Ooh, kind of like that Ivysaur though. I like the Ivysaur. Okay, that makes sense why they threw that in there. I wonder what the chances of actually getting something in that is, but I'm sure you could easily weigh that if there's not that many cards. And let's see what's in this Japanese Journey Together pack. Maybe this one will have a hit. We'll see. We have the Swinub. Oh, gosh, dang it. We have Dunsparce, Metagross, and it's that one ticket. I believe it came out in a recent set, but no hits in that either. Redeemable ticket, I think. Okay, so that opening was kind of lame, but we have some amazing hits to add to the binders. So I'm going to organize everything up, sleeve everything up, put them in the applications, and then we'll get right into binder time. And we are back. Not a ton of cards to put away, but we have a ton of different binders. I have 7 binders that I had to break off the shelf in order to have all the proper places for all these cards. So I'm going to start out with the Corellia binder, and I'm going to be going through my talking points, starting out with anime and TV shows. So actually, Actually, before I get into that, I think this Curlia binder might finally be full. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So Curlia, I think this one will probably go somewhere in here somewhere, or maybe here. Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe here after the World Championship. Oh, there's literally one more space right here. And then this card doesn't even have a space. Oh, there's a random space right here. But I think this Curlia binder is officially full. So I need to... I bought a pink binder, and now that this is full, I think I'm going to fully transfer it. Maybe I'll do like a short showing this video before I transfer everything, or showing this binder. But wow. My Curlia binder is officially full. Wow. Okay, I'm done marveling over that. Now we can get into the actual core sets and not my species master set or whatever. So, starting off with anime, Dan Da Dan Season 2. It must be so difficult to live up to the hype of the first opening, because I know you're dun da dun dun da dun dun dun. Like, that is such a catchy song. Imagine trying to live up to that. The new opening isn't as good. The ending's okay, but I feel like it's so hard to compare to the original. So far, Season 2, the first episode starts off so awkwardly. So if you watch Season 2 and you're like, oh, like it kind of throws you off, or for some reason you've never seen the show and you skip Season 1, I get it. In the beginning, in the hot tub or the springs, it could throw you off. Please don't let that deter you. The animation's great. The storyline, I don't know where the story is going this season, but so far it's good. We have, I think his name is Gigi, and then Okarun is like the main guy character, and then, what is her name? Momo? What's her freaking name? Oh my gosh, I feel bad. She's like the main character of the show, and I can't remember her name right now off the top of my head. But yeah, I just saw the third episode, and so you see Okarun and Gigi fight like in their forms, and it's actually pretty good. The animation's pretty good. It's solid. I really like it. It's different. They're not afraid to be different. And so, replace that unknown name. So now the set is complete again. I actually do have a desire. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it for every single one. Like the base set Charizard, I don't think I'm going to buy. But for all the ones that I have, like these cards graded where I have energy cards replacing them, because I technically have the full set, but they're not in the binders. I think eventually when I clean up all my sets, I'm going to try to get the holos that I'm missing for these ones, just to have the complete binders to look at. But that's like a very icing type goal, but just as like a heads up. But Dan Da Dan Season 3, starting off great. Looking forward to how the rest of the season is going to go. Kaiju number 8. So all that's been officially released at the time of filming this has been a bonus episode, which there was no actual fighting. You get to see all like the personalities and the characters and everything, which I guess is nice, but there was no actual fighting. And let's just say when I checked Crunchyroll right before filming this, it looked like the first episode of Season 2, or episode 13, got released. So I'm excited to watch that right after this. So that'll be cool to see. Hopefully this season is just as good as the first one. Once again, not a huge fan of how the characters are drawn, but the kaiju and then the fighting scenes are amazing, so it keeps me coming back. One Piece, I keep thinking that the Kuma arc is over, but I feel like it just keeps going and going and going. I think now it might be finally done, so hopefully the episode this weekend kind of brings us back to present day, and we see what happens with that Elder, because I feel like stuff is going to pop off. I started another show. Actually, I started 2 shows since the last time we talked. I started Black Clover. So I know Black Clover has like over 100 episodes, and I believe maybe a new season's coming out soon. But I really like it so far. Asta, his voice acting when he's screaming is kind of annoying, but I like his dynamic between him and the other, the main character. I don't know if they're brothers. I don't know their relationship yet, but they're about to go to, I guess, the wizard exam or whatever to become like Wizard Knights, or I don't know all the terminology of the show, but I've been enjoying it so far. It seems like classic shonen. Everyone says it's really good, and if it has over 100 episodes, there has to be something that kept people coming back. So I think I'm on episode 4 or 5, so I'm going to continue going down that road. I know I was watching Blue Exorcist, and that was kind of like my filler anime, but I don't know, it just hasn't been like taking me, like it hasn't been captivating me as much as some other shows, so I kind of started Black Clover. I'll probably still watch an episode of Blue Exorcist a week, but yeah, not too much to mention about Blue Exorcist at the moment. I think now where I'm at in Blue Exorcist, all his other classmates like saw him reveal his kind of his devilish side or his fire. So, but I think that's kind of where it stopped. Oh, did I get these in the wrong order? Or maybe I just stacked them up. I have 151 here, so let me find the 151 card that I have. I think it's just the Caterpie, right? Yeah. I think I just have these in the wrong order, but that's okay. Oh, I did get, where is it? Hey, Chinese Ivysaur. Let's go. Okay, sorry about that. And then I also started, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Gachiakuta. Gachiakuta. It's the garbage anime. I saw it advertised on Crunchyroll. And the last time that I watched something advertised on Crunchyroll, I saw Kaiji number 8, and that ended up being amazing. I feel like sometimes the shows that Crunchyroll advertises aren't really that good, and maybe somebody just like paid for that slot for a little bit to get people to watch the first episode, and people are like, this is whack, and then they stop watching it. But I saw good stuff. I saw Gachiakuta, or however you pronounce it, and then there were some people talking about it on Reddit, and they were really pleased with how the first episode was animated. So I said, what the heck? Let's watch it, and I am enjoying it so far. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but it's really good so far. I just really like the premise and like the environment and all that stuff, and it's like very different. Still kind of gives like shonen-y vibes, but, and you know, I feel like a lot of shonen start out with like parental issues and all that stuff, and it's like slightly different. But I like it so far. I have no idea where the story's gonna go. Well, maybe I kind of do, but I'm just curious to see how the world develops and everything like that, because he's basically like in a dump area, and it's interesting to see where it's going to go. But he's someone that actually like respects garbage and doesn't think of it as garbage, but he's like in the land of garbage. I don't know. So we'll see. I've only seen 2 episodes. I haven't read the manga or anything like that. So I'm excited to see where the story takes me. Sometimes that's kind of my favorite. Those are my favorite stories to kind of get into. Like I have no idea. I just go in blind and kind of see what happens. So I think we have 1 card for Paldea Evolved, which is cool. And then, so that was all the anime. The only regular TV show that I've been watching. Everybody talked about the finale of Love Island Season 7. I didn't watch any of it, but I know my coworkers were like obsessed with it. So yeah, they were talking about that. The only show that I've been watching is Seinfeld. I'm actually on Season 9. So almost done with Seinfeld. And then I don't know what my filler show is going to be. If I'm just going to fully commit to Black Clover or hop around to another live action show with real life people or something. I don't know. But almost done with Seinfeld in the final season. And that concludes my TV show talk. So let me know what you've been watching, if there's any shows that you recommend. I don't know if I want to take any anime recommendations at the moment, because my anime list is like, I have like 20 or 30 lined up to watch. And then for real life TV shows, I still need to finish. Oh, I need a Bravery Charm. I still need to finish. I guess Euphoria's new season doesn't come out till next year, so I'm not rushing on that one. But I do need to watch Game of Thrones eventually. And then I don't know if there's any other hot major shows that people are begging for me to watch. But if there's any regular TV shows that you'd recommend, please let me know. Or also, I'll probably just keep watching sitcoms as like my happy feel-good. Because sometimes when you come home from work, like it's nice to have a show that you don't have to like think too hard or read. Because I love anime, but sometimes you want to be like slightly doing other things. And like Seinfeld doesn't require like my full attention. It still makes me laugh, but I can like do other things while it's on. But if I'm watching anime, like I'm fully committed to that, or I'm rewatching the episode because I missed it all. So yeah, let me know if you have any real life TV show recommendations. It can be any genre, but I'm kind of going for more, what do you call it? Like not feel good, like lighthearted. I don't know. I just don't want to have to think too much, but I mean, sometimes good dramas and stuff can suck me in. All right, I did get some new running shoes, so I will post a video on those whenever, whoa, this is Obsidian Flames, oh, this is the Darkness Charizard. I will post a video soon, probably, with the review, now that I've worn them quite a bit. There's the home for Electros. Dang it, so if I've completed this binder, then I will be doing a binder video on this, which is very exciting. Because my final goal is to finish all the Scarlet and Violet sets through Surging Sparks. So that'll be a fun challenge. But I did get some new running shoes, some Adidas. I was looking through, because I am, in case you weren't aware, I know people that do marathons talk about doing a marathon all the time, which can be kind of annoying. But I am training for a marathon. It's in October. It's a Long Beach Marathon. And I was looking at a whole bunch of different running shoes, and I didn't even, like, the shoes that I've been using are like cross trainers. So they're good for like low mileage, but now that I'm trying to really up my mileage, it's not recommended to use it. Like you want a little bit more cushion for the step in, I guess, for the more long term to take the stress off of your body. So I got some Adidas or Adidas, and it's actually my first pair of Adidas shoes ever that I've worn, and I actually really like them so far. So I'll give a full review and everything, like a worn review after I hit a certain amount of mileage on them. But really enjoying them so far. Ran, I think, 8.5 miles this morning, so slowly progressing and getting there. I've been adding 20 minutes to my run every weekend. So I do a long run on Saturdays, And so we'll see where it goes. I've been trying to... What the heck is this? Is that the Charizard? Am I still missing the Charizard? Bro, if it's... Hopefully it's in the next order. That means I haven't finished this yet. Gosh, dang it. So I'm still missing one card. And the only reason I'm missing that Charizard is because I ordered it, but then somebody sent me the Paldean Fates one instead. So this set should be complete. But now I need to make sure I either order that Charizard, or if I haven't, then it's my next order. And for your awareness, I don't place another order on TCGPlayer until I do a TCGPlayer video. So I always have, like, I have one full order in my room right now. And then once this is done, I place another order, and that's the next video that's on deck. So that's kind of how my progression goes. So if I'm correct, all of these should be filling in these final slots. Besides that Darkness Charizard, or the Darkness Terrestrialized Charizard. And that definitely goes there. It's just sad that the Pidgeot is separated, since it's like a special illustration rare technically. It'd be cool if they were all right next to each other. Also did get an Apple Watch. I believe it's the Series 10. Got it from Costco, and then I think Amazon during Prime Day actually had it on discount too. So it's the, I don't know if you can see that size. It's 46 millimeters. I feel like this is kind of big because I kind of have to tighten it to like this second or first one. So maybe the smaller one would have been slightly better. But overall, it's really nice. It's my first time having a smartwatch. And it's kind of cool to like keep track of stuff and look at messages and everything. I never really wanted to buy one for myself. I wanted one as a gift, but I never got it as a gift. So, oh, looks like that is it. So, oh, that last one was Paldean Fates. I was expecting to put one more card in that binder. 1 second. Let me know if you have a smartwatch or anything of the kind. I think that one ran me like $300. One of my buddies got like one of the really nice Garmin's, but it was like close to $1,000. I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to spend close to $1,000. It's been really nice on runs because then I just press a button and then it tracks my run and everything. I don't have to hold my phone in my hand and all that stuff. So it's kind of helpful, and it's just nice because I haven't been wearing a watch for a while now, but it's nice to be wearing a watch again. But let me know if you have any type of smartwatch and what kind that you have, and if you enjoy it or not. I did get some new manga purchases, so I think I've decided that I want to have the full collections of my top 5 manga. So I already have Attack on Titan. I have the manhwa for solo leveling, at least as it's coming out. And so you'll see the photos, but I've been started purchasing Full Metal Alchemist as well as Hunter x. And so I'm reading Full Metal Alchemist right now, so I'm going to collect that first, and then I'll eventually get Hunter x Hunter. And then what I want for my final set to be, I'm not sure yet. It could be a Jujutsu Kaisen. It could be, you know, something older, like one of the big 3. I honestly have no idea, so it's kind of tough. I wanted to get Steins Gate, but apparently the manga for Steins Gate is kind of garbage, but I'm still kind of tempted to collect it anyway and just read it and see how off it is, because I guess the anime based off of the visual novel or whatever was better versus if they actually stuck to the manga. But that was just all me reading online. I would want to find out for myself, but then you also can't even find the manga because it wasn't very popularized. So dang, this set has a lot of holes. 20 right there for the good old Iron Jugulus. And we have a few more, so I guess we can go to the face cam. My hair's a mess at the moment, so I'm just gonna wear the bucket hat. But we have just a few more items left. So went over the new manga purchases, which is really cool. I actually got the first 2 at a Barnes & Noble, and then the rest I ordered off of Amazon. I know it's kind of tough to buy books from Amazon. Like, it hurts because you want to support like your local bookstores and everything. Like, not even really Barnes & Noble, but also Barnes & Noble. But when you can get them for so much cheaper, like if you can get them for $5, $10 cheaper on Amazon, and then they deliver it to you, it's really hard to pass that up. I don't even have Prime anymore, so. Did attend a weekend class. So that F45 workout class that I've been attending, it's usually every single Wednesday that I attend, which is really nice. But I wanted to try out a weekend class because they do like a coffee and chill afterwards. But it turns out I took the one that was too early. I took like an 8:30 or 9:30 one. And so when I got out, the coffee and chill wasn't going to start for like another couple hours. And then all the stores in that area didn't even open for another couple hours. So I wasn't just going to hang out there. So I got a coffee and I left. But eventually I'll time it up right and do one of the coffee and chills. Because it seems like a bunch of people just kind of hanging out. I guess there's like a cold plunge and stuff too. I don't know if I'll do that, but it's something interesting. And I feel like it's kind of like an LA thing to do as well. Did officially get on the calendar. So my sister will be visiting this fall, and I plan to do kind of like a week where we go to Disney and Universal. So really excited for that. When it does happen, I'll try to take a bunch of photos. I'm not a huge fan of like vlogging trips or anything like that, but I do like to take a lot of photos and then I can talk about it afterwards. But I'm excited to see. I haven't been to Disney since I was a kid, and it's been a long time since I've been to Universal as well. So that'll be cool. I did recently, so this is the time of year, at least at my company, where promotions and raises and stuff happen. So I did end up getting a promotion and a raise, which is great, of course. And yeah, let's just say my workload has increased significantly. One of the people on our team chose to go to another company, which is fine, but then basically all of her work is now with me, so we're working through it. I have a couple interns that we're all, obviously I'm teaching them, but they're kind of helping me out too. It's gonna suck when they go back to school, but they'll be graduating. I think one goes to Berkeley, one goes to USC, or two go to USC, and then one goes to UCLA, so excited for them to go back, enjoy their senior year and graduate, or I think some of them are going back to their junior year. But yeah, it's gonna hurt when they're gone, but hopefully things slow down too. But as of right now, just trying to make it work and at least getting paid more and have a new title. But it's not what I do it for, but it's nice to be recognized for what you're putting in. And then I also came with a vehicle, so I do have a truck now, which so how we divide it is people in the field get trucks and then people in the office get SUVs. So I was expecting an SUV, but I guess the fleet is low on SUVs right now. So I got a Chevy Silverado, which is okay. Usually most of them come in 2 doors. And then if you're like higher up in the company, you get a 4-door, like a full cab. I happen to get a 4-door. So I got a 2020 Chevy Silverado with the full cab. And it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So they said this is only temporary and eventually they'll swap it out for an SUV, but I'm not gonna bug them. Let's just say that way. They said, because if I didn't take the truck now, then I could wait for potentially up to 6 months for when the new fleet adds some SUVs. So yeah, I don't mind waiting. I'll use the truck, and now, I can help shuttle people around, carpool people around. And the biggest thing is the gas card. In California, in this economy, the gas card is essential. Even though my commute at the moment is like 5 minutes, but still, it's very nice. Speaking of which, I actually did do a ton of like maintenance on my car that I've had since high school, my Mazda 3. So I actually changed up the headlights and then also did the smog test, which is really obnoxious because it's not new enough to where it doesn't require that in California. So I have to do a smog test, which is annoying to get my updated registration and sticker on the license plate. If you live in California or other places that do that, I'm sure you understand. But yeah, it turns out changing headlights, at least in the Mazda, I can't speak for all vehicles, but I looked up a quick YouTube video and saw that it was even easier than changing out the battery. So I was like, sweet. So I think I paid like $19, $20 on Amazon, got the new headlights, put them in, and we're good to go. But now, I might drive my Mazda once a week, if that. I do have tandem parking, so the truck is in front and then the Mazda is in the back. So I'd have to do like a car swap every single time I want to do the Mazda, and then I have to do a car swap again to put them back, which is really obnoxious. But, I guess for like long road trips that are personal, of course, I'll use my personal vehicle. But the truck is nice. It just kind of sucks. A truck in LA is just not ideal with like parking and getting around. But, gas card and a truck, I'll take it. I did also get the invite to a Los Angeles Sparks game. If you're not familiar, it is the Los Angeles WNBA team, or Women's National Basketball Association, I want to say. And it was a lot of fun. The company that kind of sponsored it, we had a whole suite to ourselves. So like food, unlimited food and drink. We're all just kind of hanging out. It was like a kids' day, so majority of the stadium was kids. So they were like playing like Disney and like, Moana, Frozen songs. It was kind of, like imagine if they played, some Moana and Frozen at like an NBA game. But it was still a really good time. Got to hang out with a bunch of people from that company, and then also ours. They had like 10 tickets each, which was really cool, like 10 tickets for both sides. So we all kind of came together on that. It was nice to kind of get away from work and, do some business development. But it was a good time. The Sparks lost. They were playing the Minnesota Lynx, which I think they're one of the better teams in the league, if not the best in the league right now. But no, it was nice to see. It was nice to see. And then finally we went to San Bernardino and we checked out a project there, and then they had tacos there for us to eat too. So drove, a couple hours, had some tacos, and then drove back. So it was nice. Got some good venting time in the car with some coworkers, and yeah, that was essentially everything that's happened between the last talking video and now. Let me know what you have going on in your life. I'm always down to conversate in the comments down below. And I hope you meet all of your collecting goals this year. You get some great pulls. All of your goals in life you achieve. Strive for the best. Thanks so much for watching.